All right, Transformers, we're live. This is Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. And so you all probably received the notification that, or the alerts, I should say, that we were coming on at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're a little bit early. So earlier we began. So if you are just joining, the Academy, okay, I see we have questions, comments and so forth. So if you're coming aboard, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. This is the Transformers Academy, and we began, thank you for the hearts that's coming in. We began on Sunday with the Transformation Vitamin. And so if you have been following or somewhat following the Academy, you know we begin on Sundays with a new vitamin of the week. This week's Transformational Vitamin is maximizing your potential, making the most of your opportunities. And so I began with that. I want to open up the floor for if you've been following my posts, if you've been following the broadcast, what we've been doing since Sunday, you know this is what I love to do. I'm excited because you guys are excited. If you're on the air, someone mentioned that they have a question. Please feel free to ask the question. If you're on board now, thank you for all the wonderful hearts and thank you for your continuous support, guys. To the Academy, all your inquiries that come in, your emails, your posts, your response, your likes on social media. We love it. 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 Okay. If you're on the air, please post your question. I am open and ready. This is a brief Q&A. If you're on the air and you're not familiar with this week's transformational vitamin. Oh, am I a real doctor? I don't know what that means, but I do have an earned doctorate degree. Yes, I didn't just make that up. Thank you for that inquiry. I've never had anybody ask me that, but I guess some people would call themselves, kind of like a Dr. Dre, right? Yeah, okay. Thanks for that. No, I have an earned doctorate degree in education. I have a background in psychology, clinical psychology. I have a master's degree. And so by education and training, I have experience over 20 years with clinical disorders and treating people with mental health disorders. And so my story goes a little bit beyond that, from police work to military, to writer, author, speaker, and now trainer and as a transformer. And so that's what I consider myself now. I'm someone who is able to provide essential tools for the common person. That is, people who are looking for an evolving process from getting from one place to the next. We've had such an amazing time, but we could not do these things without you. Maximizing your potential, making the most of your opportunities. And why is that important? Why is it important for you to maximize your potential? And the question I always ask listeners or viewers, I should say, is, are you really living up to your full potential? If not, why? And so that question is something that I wrote my first book about, overcoming obstacles, beating the odds, because I, at that point, didn't feel like I was living up to my full potential. But I guarantee you, if you ask yourself and be honest with yourself, you can probably answer that and say, if not completely no, not fully potential. So you may be half complete or half satisfied with your potential as you are today. So I don't know where your walk is in terms of personal or professional development, in terms of your careers. That's why we come on the air, so that we can talk about transformation in areas of health, relationships, careers, education, spirituality. These are all things that I believe that transformation sets the tone for us to be able to move from one place to the next. And so I always candidly, and I make sure that my comments, I was just curious. Okay. I know this is a weird question. Okay. So again, if you're going to pose questions, let me state this again. This is a broadcast that is educational. Okay. It's not for entertainment. And there are questions that when you pose them, I'm going to read them aloud. So I always ask people, because there are times where people have personal questions that they may have related to something. Okay. I am a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. So there is a difference between an MD and a PhD. So let's clear that up. Thank you for asking that, because there is a difference between an MD, which is a medical doctor, and a PhD, which is a doctor of philosophy. And that's what I am. Thank you for clarifying that, because maybe I didn't clarify that. I have a doctor degree in education, not a medical degree. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that inquiry. So for your question, that's okay. That's fine. I appreciate your inquiries. And I'm glad that you brought that to my attention so that I could clearly and succinctly explain what my credentials are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't know. Thank you, thank you. So again, where are we in terms of our maximum potential? And so my story goes way back years and years. And so I like sharing information with you guys that can help you grow. And so what I like to do in essence is make sure that you get from one place to the next. And so where are you in your professional life? Where are you in terms of your personal growth? And so do you have, or are you utilizing your talents, skills, and your abilities? Listen, some of you are in careers, in jobs, on jobs, and you're doing things for the expense and growth and gratitude for others. So you're not happy there. Your job sucks. At least this is what I heard people say. You're not growing as a person, but the company is growing. The people around you are growing. You're stagnated there because, one, you need a job. You have bills, you have family. But two, it's stable. And so when we talk about finding ways to maximize our fullest potential, we have to really think about three essential things. And I gave these to you, but I want to share them with you again. Number one is thinking and getting outside of the box. What does that mean? Why is it important for us to think and get outside of the box? Well, when we're in a box, that means that when we're stable, when things are going well, when things are comfortable, we become complacent. And when we become complacent, we become comfortable. When we're comfortable, we do less. See, when we're comfortable and everything is okay, I don't have to do anymore. When I'm comfortable and I'm inside that box, it becomes a safe zone. And so if I'm safe, why bring risk to myself? Why make things uncomfortable? Why make things unstable? Why take a chance? Why be risky? Why even go on the edge and think about getting outside of the box? Well, that brings me to number two. It's the only way you're going to maximize your potential is to get out of the box. Think outside of the box. Do the things that people are not willing and able to do. Take those necessary risks. Do the things that the average person is not going to do. Make yourself more focused and driven as never before. See, these are things that people are not willing and able to do because they're in a safe zone. They're in a comfort zone and they're inside a box. And so that box is their safeguard. But remember, the minute that you step outside of that comfort zone, the minute you remove yourself from something comforting, now your potentials and your abilities are limitless, because now you have options and your opportunities come from places that you never could imagine. And so does that make sense to you? Many of you are living now less of your potential, less of your opportunities that are not coming your way because you're stuck in a rut. You're stuck in a box, and that box has you in a safe zone. Get out of that safe zone. Make yourself accessible to opportunities that couldn't come before unless you got out of the comfort zone. See, I know it's uncomfortable. I've been in positions where I had to place myself in positions and in situations that the average person could not and would not do. And so the question that I pose to you all, are you willing and able to do that? That is the question that brings us to this week's transformation of Vitamin of maximizing your full potentials, gaining and wanting all of the opportunities that come your way. See, those opportunities are going to continue to be limitless, because your ability to stay willfully in a comfort zone is going to keep you stagnated. And so today is your day to make sure that if you make a commitment, think about and be honest with yourself. Are you really driven to take the focus level and sacrifice that it's going to take for you to move forward with all your things? Aren't you willing and able? Let's go back for a second. You began the new year talking about New Year's resolutions. We're not that far into the new year. We're not even the first quarter completion of the new year. And many of you have fallen off the wagon with some of your goals. Many of you have, you started, but then you stopped. Many of you have decided to throw the towel in early. Many of you have given up on goals before you even had a chance to give them a chance. And so if you're someone today who are lacking the maximum potential, exhiberating those things, then the opportunities are going to become less and less for you. So I encourage you today to stop and view yourself and find a way to get out of that comfort zone. Find a way to think out of the box and find a way to take the necessary risks to do what it's going to take to get you to the next level of whatever it is that you aspire and transcend to be. I hope that this broadcast is touching you, but I hope that you become motivated, and I hope that you continue to follow us as we move forward to finding ways to get you motivated and help assist you with maximum potential that you deserve. Aren't you willing and able? Are you ready? That is the catalyst question that led us to bring this transformational vitamin of the week. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. If you're on the air now and you have questions regarding this week's vitamin, I am opening up the floor, suggestions, comments. If you want to personalize your questions, find a way to get to the website, DrAngeloReynolds.com. Go to the Transformers subscription there and just send us a personalized email. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Navigate yourself through the website. Make sure that you find something that may be feasible for yourself, your family, your colleagues, your companies, your ministries, your educational institutions, all the places where you find yourself being a vital part of growth of people. And so that's what we do here at the Transformers Academy. I hope this message has been beneficial to you guys, but more importantly, I hope that you share this with others and go back and get a chance to take a closer look at and find yourself and identify your strength as well as some of the things that you may be lacking in maximizing your full potential, making the most of your opportunities or thereof. Until tomorrow, I hope that you continue to be the best, be blessed, but more importantly, continue to share love, joy, and peace and hope to others, that you and I can still be the change agent that the world needs. Because I believe that once you and I begin to take one step forward and make it in a joyful place, being peaceful, showing love and gratitude to those around us, the world can and still will be a better place. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. This is the Transformers Academy. We'll be back on again tomorrow. I hope that you have more questions and comments. We thank you for your time, but more importantly, be the best, be blessed, and until tomorrow, maximize your potential, making the most of your opportunities. Are you ready? We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.